Hello students, welcome to online classes Semstar Global. The topic for today is A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes. Before we read the story, let's have a look at the author and try to know more about him. And the author, Gregorio Lopez Fuentes or G.L. Fuentes, was a Mexican novelist, poet and journalist, and he was one of the leading chroniclers. A chronicler is a person who writes accounts of important or historical events of the Mexican Revolution. And he started writing at an early age of 15, and many of his books are related to the civil conflict. And we can also see that he became a teacher of literature at a school in Mexico City. He has written many books, and we can see that he has won National Prize of Arts and Sciences in 1935. So out of all his works, we are going to read about this short story, A Letter to God. Now, the story deals about a farmer named Lencho. Lencho was a farmer and he had a field of ripe corn. And the story is knit around his faith, deep faith in God, and how he is troubled due to the devastation caused to his crop fields by hailstorm, and how he believes that if he would ask God, God would surely help him. And thus, he tries to write a letter in the name of God, asking him for some help. He demands 100 pesos from God. And he believed that God would surely listen to him. Now, in the course of events, what happens? That his letter comes to the postmaster. The post office employees make fun of him, but the postmaster decides to help him. He himself donates some money, then he asks his employees also, his colleagues, everyone to contribute some amount, and they are able to collect 70 pesos. Now, this money is kept in an envelope, and Lencho receives it thinking that God has sent the money to help him. But as we know that if someone gets something without any hard work, he doesn't understand the real worth of what he has got. And he becomes really angry to receive the 70 pesos in place of 100. And he writes another letter to God, demanding the rest of the money, as well as the irony that you would find over here is that he blames the post office employees and calls them a bunch of crooks, and believes that they had perhaps taken away the money that was sent by God and gave him only 70 pesos. So, in this chapter, we would read that the farmer, Lencho, who is the protagonist of the story, he writes a letter to God seeking help, and he wishes that he would get the help from God. But somewhere or the other we can see that his belief is fulfilled by the large-hearted kind gesture shown by the postmaster and the post office employees. But at the end, Lencho questions the honesty and modesty of the postmaster, who is actually helping him in the name of God. The story A Letter to God revolves around the idea of having unquestionable belief in something. The farmer Lencho has unwavering faith in God. He is confident that his harvest is going to yield him huge profits, just like it does every year. And to his utmost excitement, rainfall did happen, but sooner it turned into a hailstorm, destroying his entire crop field. The damage posed a threat to the family's survival, as their entire livelihood was dependent on the year's produce. Although disheartened, the family had robust belief in the Almighty. Lencho, despite having worked day and night at the field, knew how to write and thus decided to write a letter to God explaining his situation and asking for help. He went to town to post his letter addressed to God, where he asked for 100 pesos as a help from God. There is a very kind-hearted person, the postmaster, who contributes the money from his salary and collects money from his colleagues and friends who willingly contributed for the act of charity. But when Lencho is unable to find out 100 pesos from the envelope that he gets back, he doesn't try to think that from where did he get the money, and rather he believes that God had sent the money, and those kind-hearted people who helped him, he blames them. He is not at all shocked, but he gets angry on finding that the amount is less. And he again writes a letter to God, conveying his disappointment and distrust in the employees of the post office, who he thought had stolen the remaining amount of money. So, children, you have seen as well as heard about the main theme, the summary, and the main points of the chapter. We shall discuss the chapter in detail in the next video. Thank you.